the Kabi Kabi Corporation, which is obviously separate to the Sovereign, as the Cooloola Great Walk, and I ask for everybody from Kabi to be able to come together.
That's what I've been trying to do.
And get a resolution, because having two different sides within our First Nations people contesting each other over sites when desperately our community wants to get this back operational, serving this community. It's been held up because of native title. It was supposed to be heard last year. As you know, and as I have posted, it's been broken up into three separate claims now.
Yep.
With the first is supposed to be heard, which involves this site, is supposed to be heard in the first part of this year.
Yeah,
so
October.
This community has been desperate for 9 years
to
have this certainty.
Who's taking responsibility for the mess that's here?
So at the moment...
You're representing the government, are you?
No, sorry. I'm the only independent MP in Queensland. I'm the member for Noosa.
Oh, okay. So you're partially responsible for all this, or not? Are you stepping up to take responsibility for this mess?
What I am doing is, if you would like to go on my site, I have a
slider, Sandy.
Okay, so...
Do you mind? You're on Kabi Kabi land now at the moment, so that needs to be established. You need to be respectful of the traditional owners.
And I have worked with the traditional owners now for some years.
Yesterday, and I thought that was very disrespectful.
I just want to say something. Auntie Bucky and I have had conversations before, and what I have asked is, we have Kabi Kabi Corporation, who for years we have known those involved. They have worked with local government here and state.
Got nothing to do with it.
They are at the moment considered the legitimate claimants.
Because they're a corporation.
Hang on. So they go through their voting process, and they have, and I can't, as a white woman, I've been told I can't go to those meetings.
That's correct.
However, but what I have asked is for both sides, including the Sovereign as well, the others,
and so have I.
To be able
I've been negotiating with them, as Auntie knows.
And what I've asked
but they're not interested.
What I've asked for is that you guys come together, but allow this community not to be dragged through the actual contesting. That you guys sort it out.
So right now, I'm needing for you to actually listen.
Absolutely, I will.
No talk, because sometimes what we're doing, we're listening to a story to talk. This is to get a comprehension of what this is all about. Now, the native title, we keep on going back to native title corporate. We're not native title. We're sovereign of this land. Our feet are planted on this ground. This is my land here, and this is the land that I stand on, and this is where I am the custodian of. But native title is in their own
May we place
way,
a microphone on you?
Oh, okay. In their own way, through the government agenda, trying to take control of all of the possibilities where they can put stuff into the pocket, right? We ask for no money. We don't take money. We are actually here making sure that our land is not being destroyed through a government agenda.
Arnie, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
So when it comes to money involved, do you see it as they are dividing our community?
Yes.
They're putting one black fella against another black fella?
Yes.
Is that what they're doing?
Yes, they are.
And that's exactly how I see it. Yep. Because I go to the native title meetings, and I'm a sovereign man. We reject all of what native title does at these meetings, but yet we don't get heard by the government, by you guys.
I'm not government. I'm a representative.
Well, a representative.
The people.
You're here with...
I'm Deb, and I'm going to stop this political debacle and get on to the purpose for the reason.
Well, we will do that actually.
Yes.
This is, can can I get butted in on when I was
Oh,
talking? A
apologies,
bit of
I
respect.
don't mean to.
Yep. This, when you say your community, I was there when you were talking to Auntie Bucky yesterday.
Yep.
When you said your community,
Yep.
it's not your community. It's our community.
Agree.
And
Agree. I
and
totally agree.
and what stands above that is the Kabi Kabi, First Nation people. Okay.
In the sovereign capacity.
And in the sovereign capacity. We were the caretakers, the custodians of this land. It was given to us by birthright, by everything, that we take care of this. But nobody listens to us. The government, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying the government, puts native title, which is their agenda, in, and then and half of them are not even Kabi Kabi people. They've
And as I've asked respectfully, I have asked many times, is for literally this, which has been the contesting of native title, which falls in the federal realm. I am a state MP, and what I am doing here today, my concern is there's threefold. Saying that a clean-up is happening for homeless people on a site that was decreed, and going back, we investigated because we want to use it for the benefit of the community, for those that were doing it hard. When it was originally built under a ministerial, it was not built because of how the bush is, the fire aspects. It is a dangerous site for anyone to sleep here. Now, that is my concern today. The second one is I have worked with our community, and any resident that comes to me who is in hardship or does not have a roof over their head, they are not only from my own office, but organisations, fantastic ones, Making Lives Matters, the Salvos. They are put into resorts until a home is
Have you
found.
tried living through what you're talking about? Because I've lived on the Sunshine Coast through what you're talking about.
I lived
There
in a
is
shed.
no support
Sorry,
for
I
homeless.
lived in a shed.
There
a
is
6
no
by
support
9.
for homeless in
Well,
what you're talking
anyone
about.
that comes to me, I take them into my
Well, I'll
own
tell you
home.
what, I will send
So,
you
and I
thousands
will.
of people then.
All right,
Okay.
send them.
When you
Send
look
them.
after me,
Because
look forward
this
to
is
it.
totally inappropriate. This community has worked so hard.
What's
We are
inappropriate
so.
is the wastage that the government you represent, or you
I do
supposedly
not
represent the
represent
people.
the government. I
Well then,
represent this
you're not
community.
representing them terribly well.
So why do you say that? Why do you say
Because
that?
there's
10 years this has sat here.
6,500 homeless people
Can we
who have been
just
kicked
calm down
out
a bit?
off the foreshore, kicked
control
out of
ourselves.
public car
Let's
parks,
control
Okay,
ourselves.
by the
come
police forcibly removed out of their cars.
Nobody here
Oh.
has ever had to go through that.
Yes,
Anyone
they
that
have,
comes
and I've
to
got the
me-
photographic evidence.
So why do not people refer them? A year ago,
Because
we had-
politicians are useless. They don't
Oh,
fix
that's
the
so I'm
problem.
not here to be.
They
a-
don't
So
fix
what?
the problem.
I am not here
Excuse
to
me.
be.
They don't fix the problem.
Excuse me.
I work
Excuse me.
so hard.
We've got
every
our
day.
agenda
Hang on.
is the important agenda, okay? So can we just leave
Bring it
Auntie
back
Bucky, bring it back to what we're talking about, and once we've finished what we're talking about, then you guys can come in and say and talk to this lady,
And at
okay?
this juncture, I think Auntie Bucky, we need to stop this so that Auntie Bucky can talk to the members here of the site.
All I
before we
just want
start
to
at 9
say,
o'clock.
all I just want to say is we are coming in here peacefully
Peacefully,
to do this job to help
the community.
community and the homeless who need our help at this stage. And
Please send them to me.
No.
what you need to realise
We are
is
the
that
custodians. This is where I don't think you realise we are the custodians. Excuse me, don't disrespect me. Don't
Uka
disrespect me,
is a
okay?
Kabi man.
I'm-
He
I'm-
stands
I'm-
by me.
I'm an elder, okay? Don't disrespect me, please. Don't disrespect me, please. Please.
Wilka is the law.
Yeah, but don't disrespect me,
Okay,
okay?
so this is what we've got to do as a community, right? We've got to start listening, because I hear a lot of talking, but very little listening.
That's right.
Auntie Bucky and Uka have come here as sovereign Kabi, self-determining, which they have the right to. And not only that, there's 369 plus nations on this continent, erroneously called Australia, who are coming together to their own self-governance. Government are just another layer of tyranny upon the sovereign people. People already know the story about 230 years of genocide. What we're trying to do here is, this is a community project done in conjunction with the Kabi Kabi elders, in order to bring about something for the community.
For all of us, not just the Kabi.
Not for us. We don't want no money out of it. We don't want money out of this. We are free people, and we want our community to be free.
We're getting really close to 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a briefing over here, and Greg's going to run that. So everybody interested in staying to do the clean-up, I'm not part of the organising group. I'm a community member, as we all are. We're concerned about cleaning this area up. We need to make a start. I appreciate and respect everything that everybody has said today. And if we go over here, all the people who are willing to get dirty, let's go.
Somebody please, though, let everybody know who are involved that at the moment, because we still have absolutely nothing that says even anyone would be covered should someone become injured.
So do you want to help us clean up?
Again, I will be very clear. There are successful proponents who have gone through a lawful process. I understand that sovereign and self-determination is not acknowledging that, but as the representative of this community, two concerns: people may get injured and aren't covered. For anyone, nobody should be coming and sleeping here because of the danger of fire. And please come tomorrow or come Monday. I really need to understand, because suddenly what you have said is you have now control of a site that is at the moment from a lawful, as in the law as we know it, under control. Sorry, no. And under state, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that as a representative of people, I have to abide by certain rules in which I have to do my job.
Is that maritime law?
And sorry, no, hang on. And that is at the moment state is at the moment what's considered the lawful owner that in our law. And this site, and that's
it's your law, not our law.
I understand that, but what I'm saying
that you've got a bill of sale from the original first settlers and creators for this land. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is what you're talking about is under federal. Is in the federal realm. It's Sandy. In the federal. It's in the federal. No, I need to say this. You are talking about something that I've asked you to take to the federal realm. Now, all I am saying today, as this site and someone who has recorded it and fought for it to be used for this community, all I'm asking is that you make sure people are aware that we have nothing that said there is any authorisation or coverage, and please do not be bringing people in a dangerous situation to sleep here.
Of
That's
course.
all I'm saying.
We're not silly.
Sandy, you need to realise too that this land does not belong to the government, to the federal government. It belongs to the Kabi Kabi mob.
Can I ask a question?
And the Kabi that I have worked with for 10 years have always been here helping us, whether it's to do with...
Well, show me the bill of sale that basically says that, because again...
You need to take that up in a constitutive way. I have everything I've investigated. I've put it up on my website, Noosa 360, because I want to bring it back to what today is. I just want to make sure, and I'll reiterate again, no one gets hurt, and that you will not be bringing people here to sleep. It is dangerous, and I went to the community and asked... No. I am. No, I'm not ordering.
You are.
I'm saying, please.
Under what authority do you act?
I'm just saying, as the MP that I was elected to, which is the Noosa electorate, I am just
in a
asking,
parliament that doesn't meet the standards under the Constitution.
Can I ask a question, please, Sandy?
I am just saying,
sorry,
please,
Sandy. Excuse me,
safety
Sandy.
first, and that no one is brought here to...
Sandy, I don't know if you're aware that the Kabi have served self-governance documentation to the Noosa Shire Council a couple of weeks ago to the Mayor here. Has the Mayor consulted with you about that self-governance documentation?
I have had nothing from anybody.
Isn't it? That's a concern that you have not been notified.
I wasn't even notified by anyone here about today.
We don't need to
So
notify you.
when we talk about respect, well, you know, we're supposed to be a community working together.
Your Mayor should have told you.
Mayor should have told you.
Always come and I ring you. I always come in good faith to work,
That's it.
and the second time yesterday, to work with you. I have always done that. As you know, I lived in the NT and I worked with Indigenous communities. So all I'm saying is please do not treat me as if I am the enemy. I am not. I am in peace. And that's why I'm asking.
Help us, instead of arguing with us. Help us. You are arguing.
Can I just want to say something. I just want to say something, Sandy, if I could. Sure. The Governor General, the Palaszczuk government, Palaszczuk, were taken to the High Court to ask to produce the bill of sale for this, or a treaty for this land when they destroyed the Jackie Kundu. Okay, they couldn't bring it up. So what happened? It got thrown out of court because there's no bill of sale. It's never been sold. It's never been ceded by us.
And there's no law.
So, and we have the law. The law is our law.
Well, the one thing is you'll be able to continue that. As I said, as the representative here today, I've said my concerns. That's all.
Have you read the Bunya Proclamation?
No, but I've read a lot of things.
Well, I suggest you read the Bunya Proclamation.
And again, I'm just asking everyone, please, you know, respect goes two ways.
That's
That
right.
is
That's right.
That this community is so close to finally having this site brought back to life. We are
And as we're doing it today.
weeks away, for it to appropriately be, and it's going to cost millions to bring it back to where it can serve this.
Is that because the government's left it in rake and ruin for the last 10 years?
Use the ones that
You've
stop
heard
it.
As you can see.
You've heard me talk about it in Parliament, my frustration.
So you took the corporate government has left it in rake and ruin, and now you're working with corporate Kabi.
Hello, do you take homeless into your own home? Do you?
I help them out the best I can.
And
Sorry, I think
this is why we're here
conversation is
now.
over. Every
This
day
is why
for
we're here
35 years, I am on the ground doing. I'm not talking, I'm doing.
Okay, bit of a bun fight here at the moment.
No, totally inappropriate. 235 always come.
And you're still trying.
And with me? It's going to continue on. So we're talking about essentially this Sandy Bolton does not realise that self-government documentation was served to the Noosa Shire Mayor. The Mayor has not notified the MP of this, his own electorate about this. That's one concern. The other concern is that Sandy Bolton is working with the corporate Kabi, not the sovereign Kabi. So you can see the different issues that are arising here with this, and it's going to continue on. So we're just going to close this segment
It is getting a bit heated, and I think we need to
We're going to close
pour
this.
some water on the fire.
Well, no, I'm not going to pour anything on anything. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
But I've given you a little view here of what's going on. Share this around. These are all under consideration. So government working with corporate Kabi, and so she's actually admitted that Sandy Bolton, she takes people into her home. There's probably 100 to 250 people homeless in the Noosa Shire. I don't think she's been putting them up in hotels. I think some people have been scattered around the place, and they're probably still living rough and without shelter. So there's going to be a clean-up here today.
Yep.
And we're talking about a situation where the self-governance documentation has not even been presented to the MP here, the independent MP Sandy Bolton. So what sort of communication is that? So yeah, quite a few issues here, as you can see. So we'll continue on when we can
once the briefing continues on inside. This building, this place is a mess. There's acres and acres of land here that can be used. It's been left abandoned by the Queensland government for years, and now we're here in this little bun fight. But the bun fight goes much deeper than what it looks.
Absolutely.
Okay guys, over and out for us now.